have to do is first things first is keep that hope alive. Yeah. Systematically. Because everybody cannot say or do the same thing. You know, we can activate ourselves the best way we know how as Nigerians, which is speaking to power. Before you came, we were talking about the judicial system in Nigeria. The judicial system in Nigeria, we already know it has a problem. We know that, everybody knows that. But guess what? This is now a time for that problem to be tested worldwide. It has never had so much coverage before. You know, so once they announce a particular date that this is when the trial or whatever or the thing is going to go to court, the build up towards that should be the ideal sticking point. You know, we should start talking about how this is going to fail, or if it's not going to fail, if it's going to be all right. Let's start talking about it. Let's start building it up. You know, in view of the fact that if Nigerians speak up that they are dependent on the courts for their citizenship, there is no way that whoever is sitting there as the judge. So Nigeria would win any which way in this point in time. Nigeria would win. I was so angry. Everybody was upset, angry, anxious. But when you listen to Peter Obi, we follow Peter Obi for a particular reason, because he's intelligent. That's my particular reason. He's very smart. Regardless of how we look at it, he's a very intelligent human being. For someone to come up with that phrase yesterday to say the process of you getting into office must be excellent. So at this point in time, the only excellent way that Nigerians can give that man victory is through justice. And justice is in the court of law right now. That means we have to showcase that Nigerian can produce justice. So the hammering should be on making sure that the justice system of Nigeria is being exhibited, and it must come out at its best. Because even if it's just one vote that doesn't register, that is enough to restart an election, because the system promised transparency. So it's man against machine in this regard. We're dealing with a system called INEC, not necessarily an individual. Is INEC flawed? Yes, INEC is flawed. You can see it. IREV is flawed. If you go in there, there was a portal I went to check a result, and in the results page, there was a picture of a woman. Instead of the result, there was a picture of the woman. That means you have data integrity issues. And if you have data integrity issues, that means the whole system is compromised. So that alone, a forensic audit should.
This matter is not about Obi, it's about we Nigerians.
Exactly.
If I'm in Nigeria that day, I will go to that court.
Yes.
Because I know Nigerian youth that are serious, they will go to court.
Thank you.
I have a lot of group which I join, because I support a lot of group. Any group when I'm seeing on Facebook or YouTube, they are doing very well for campaign that time, I send something, go give them. Even if they eat something there, that not mean, because they work. Whatever you work, that's where you eat from, isn't it?
I think
Exactly.
Michael, what you were saying before now, it makes sense. If you wanted an activation point, is really to make sure that majority of the people you know turn up to that court on the day.
Yes.
Sure.
You know?
If they allow us to know the day.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
it's not going to hide it, because now what Peter Obi has given the Nigerian citizen, this is why